Hello guys, welcome back to another video. We have just finished UFC Fight Night Hill versus Santos. We do have a 100% finish rate on this card, which was nice until you got the 20-minute ad breaks in between each fight, and then it wasn't so nice. But yeah, let's get started. We had a couple cancellations since I made the video for the card, so we'll just go over that real quick after or where their placement was supposed to be on the card. But yeah, let's get into it immediately with the first fight of the night, Mayra Bueno Silva versus Stephanie Edgar. This fight ended in the first round by an armbar relatively quickly. A weird finish at first. Basically, I think Mayra Bueno Silva hit her with the front kick that was pretty hard. And Stephanie Edgar went for a takedown, got it flipped on her. Mayra Bueno Silva was able to get an armbar in. And then Edgar tapped against the cage. You couldn't see it on any of the cameras, but I guess they had two officials at the side of the cage to say that she did tap out and to confirm that. So for this fight, I edged it to Edgar. Mayra Bueno Silva won. This is my first loss of the night. But yeah, good win for Mayra Bueno Silva. Tapped her out relatively easily. Yeah. A very weird stoppage too, because they both got up and yeah, there's not much to say there. But yeah, good win for her. Moving on. Up the card, we have Cory McKenna versus Miranda Granger. This fight ended in the second round. Cory McKenna did definitely get her punches in the early beginning of the fight, and then ended up basically just taking down Miranda Granger in the first round and laying on her for a little bit, switching different positions, just punching her. She didn't really do much in that round. Just got her down and started punching her a little bit. Wasn't too much going on. But yeah, just a little bit of advantage in the power. She did fight a 10-inch reach advantage for Miranda Granger, so it was very tough for her. But she is a smaller woman for the division. But yeah, took her down in the first round. Started punching her really. In the second round, she's able to get her down and put her in the von Flue choke. That's basically it. There's not much into these women's fights. They have ended relatively easily, just laying down, and eventually got the von Flue choke. I don't know how much is in on Miranda Granger, but it's still a good win for Cory McKenna. We move on. I am 1-on-1 on the card. I gave it 50-50. Cory McKenna did win. This fight got canceled last second within 24 hours of the fight night. Josh Quinlan, I guess, had trace amounts of what is it called? I don't know, the Metro Ball or something like that. I forgot. Had trace amounts of some drug that they wanted to look into before scheduling the fight, and luckily he's not canceled at all, so he'll be there next weekend. So I already have a prediction for next weekend. But yeah, that's what happened to the fight. We'll move on up the card. My percentages to Terrance. Okay, so these are kind of out of position because I did do them earlier. So the fights may be unorganized a little bit. So we have Terrance McKinney versus Erick Gonzalez. This fight, I gave Terrance McKinney 95% to 5%. So for this fight, the fight did end the first round, but Terrance McKinney did face a couple issues in it. First thing Gonzalez did was put up his hands, put up a tight guard, so Terrance McKinney couldn't really do anything. He forced him to just keep throwing to try and knock him out, which left McKinney open at times. So eventually Gonzalez did hit him with a hard punch that wobbled McKinney a little bit, not anything stiff, but just checked him to make sure tell him he still got power and he's still in the fight. And McKinney just went and grappled him, got on his back, and choked him out for a rear naked choke. 2 minutes and 17 seconds in round one. Good win for Terrance McKinney. Wasn't as dominant, did face a couple issues in it. Just he hit pretty hard. It wasn't a dominant win. But yeah, still great one for Terrance McKinney. Called out Paddy Pimblett. I don't think that's a good fight to make. They're both prospects. You don't need to take out one of them, especially Paddy, who's going to be a pretty big star. Same with Terrance McKinney, but Patty's definitely got a lot of fans. This is not worth to kill the hype there. But yeah, let's move on up the card. Good one for Terrance McKinney. I am 2-1 on the card now. Next fight up the card is Bryan battle versus Takashi Sato. This fight ended relatively quickly. Luckily, Takashi Sato did throw a punch in this fight. I think threw about like 4 or 5. Didn't necessarily connect on Bryan battle, but Bryan battle was playing a good combo. Hit leg kicks, body kicks, and then set up like a body kick to a head kick and flatline Takashi Sato. Is very brutal. But it was a very good win for Bryan battle. Has insane power at welterweight. So very good for him. He actually looks in shape. He doesn't look all flabby here. But yeah, I gave 80% to 20%. Good win for Bryan battle. I am currently 3-1 on the card. Next fight up the card, we have Sam Alvey versus Michal Oleksiejczuk. My voice is like running out. Yeah, I said this fight was going to end first round. I did give a little bit to Sam Alvey in like the second round because I would assume like Michal would try to finish the fight. But Sam Alvey got destroyed. I think it's his last fight on his contract. Ended the first round relatively quickly. Michal just ran in and just started throwing hooks at him. Sam Alvey couldn't really do much. Got dropped. And then finished right in front of all his kids. It was pretty sad, but good win for Michal Oleksiejczuk. I hope I'm still saying that right. But I am 4-1 on the card at this point. Let's move on. We're going to run through these quickly just because there's finishes. There's not much to really talk about, especially these quick first round finishes at the beginning of the card. Yeah, let's move on. This fight got canceled within 24 hours because it said like Lipski was not medically cleared after the weigh-in, I guess. It was Lipski versus Cachoeira. I think this one is being rescheduled, but I know Quinlan's being rescheduled next week, and Typology is saying this one's going to be rescheduled next week too, but I'm not too sure, so we'll see. I might add it to the predictions or not, but I might do it just in case. I have no idea. The UFC website's not even updated either, so yeah, not much. Obviously non-fight here, so let's move on. I think this is the main card now. Yeah, we went to the main card relatively fast. Jesus, my throat is like drying up. Sakai versus Sergey Spivak. This fight ended in the second or third round. I gotta find it. Yeah, second round. 3 minutes and 42 seconds in the second round. This fight was actually pretty solid. Sergey Spivak was really just throwing around Sakai. Sakai couldn't really do much. He got taken down relatively easily, actually. I think Sakai, I believe, got a little bit of clinch work in there, but didn't do too much. Sergey just grappled him, threw him on the ground, picked him up and threw him on the ground. Very heavy. I like Sakai was very impressive. Switching positions a lot. Ground and pounding. Ended up winning by ground and pound because Sakai tried to get up and then flattened, covered his face and put his head down. That's like a defenseless position. Like, you're going out. That's what you're telling the ref, basically. You try to get up and then you fall down. No. You're done. But yeah, good win for Sergey Spivak. I don't think he called out anybody, did he? I'm trying to remember. I don't know if he called out anyone in particularly. I think I'm 5-1 on the card at this point. Yeah, let's move on up the card. Not much to talk about either because basically just domination at this point. Okay, so we had the first tough fight of the evening, the women's Ultimate Fighter, Juliana Miller versus Brogan Walker, I think is her name. Oh my god, Brogan Walker. I thought there was like another last name there because they had it all week like that, but yeah, Juliana Miller, I predicted her to win this fight. I don't want to say dominated, but she pretty much dominated the fight on the feet. I'm surprised she did pretty well. Like Brogan Walker was throwing, but like Juliana Miller was hitting first, and she was hitting harder got that eye swelled up for Brogan Walker in the first round, which made it hard for her to see. And yeah, like I said, Juliana Miller, I thought Brogan Walker had good takedown defense, but Juliana Miller does have some pretty good grappling and some good jiu-jitsu, so I was not surprised to see her take her down. Took her down in the first round. I don't know if you can call it ground and pound, it's just little shots. Second round, got into full mount, or took her down by the cage, got her in full mount, and started punching the crap out of her. And yeah, won by ground and pound. So good win for Juliana Miller. I gave her the suck it at the end of it, and then made up for it at the end. Very weird. Not super high level fight, but good one for her. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I don't know who she's gonna fight next. I'm sure both of them will stay in the UFC. Both of them will probably get contracts, maybe. Yeah, good one for her. Let's move on up the card, the main card. Okay. This fight, I picked Zach Pauga to beat Muhammad Usman in this fight. Got to the second round. In the first round, Zach Pauga was doing really good against Muhammad Usman. Muhammad Usman did not look very technical. He was just winging punches, like very, very bad. Like you can even look at all the comment sections. They're like, "Oh my God, this dude's trash. Oh my God, the winging punches." But when I was watching it, I noticed Muhammad Usman was going for that check hook quite a bit when Zach Pauga was punching. Like pretty much what Muhammad Usman was doing most of that first round was just waiting for Zach Pauga to throw first. Would throw obviously first sometimes, would just like wing a right punch. I think there's one time where he tried to rush in a little bit, but yeah, that's all he did in the first round. Did look a lot bigger this fight. So he looked really big. Had a little bit of Izzy going on the right chest, but yeah, good win for him. The second round, he did catch Zach Pauga. Eventually caught him with that check hook. Pretty much laid him out cold. Rushed in and pounded on him. Sending him out. Yeah, good win for him. Good win for Muhammad Usman, I guess. Yeah. I mean, he wasn't like knocking guys out in tough, which is why I said like Zach Pauga was going to do really well against Muhammad Usman. But yeah, good win for Muhammad Usman, I guess. I expect both of these guys to stay because I don't know how big the heavyweight division is in the UFC. I don't think it's that deep, but yeah, I can see Zach Pauga like moving down a little bit. He's definitely got a little bit of fat. Could probably lead down. Would probably do solidly at light heavyweight. Maybe get ranked. But yeah, let's move on up the card. Congrats on the two tough winners, Juliana Miller and Muhammad Usman. UFC definitely wanted Muhammad Usman to win this fight. Let me just say that. Yeah, let's move on. Definitely did not right click. But yeah, for this next fight we have Vicente Luque versus Geoff Neal. I got this one incorrect. Also, I believe I am so I have 3 incorrect. I am 6-3 at this point, which isn't horrible. I'll take it. We did miss a couple. If I can't stutter, we missed a couple fights on the card, which probably would have been like. I'll get to it at the end, but this fight, very sad to watch. I really like Vicente Luque, but he was just getting pieced up with the straight punches. Like his head was just bonk. Like he had no chance out there. Just kept getting punched. Got wobbled a few times and then dropped. Yeah, was getting good stuff to the body. In the first round, got beat up. I think he won the second round for sure. I think he dealt more damage. I would say hit more body shots. I don't think the damage was as heavy for Geoff Neal's output for the second round. So that's why I give it to Luque for the second round. We have it pretty much tied, but Luque couldn't deal with the damage in the third round. Was doing pretty well in the body shots, was slowing him down from the second round also. But yeah, those straight punch combos got him, and I think he went out cold. Like that was rough to see. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, good one for Geoff Neal. I guess Vicente Luque goes down. I don't know. I don't know who he fights next. Maybe the lower guys, but even the lower guys are looking pretty good on the welterweight division. I guess Chef Neal moves up, even if he loses to Neal Magny and then beats Vicente Luque. I mean, yeah, he'll move up. He's a pretty good fighter. Has pretty good takedown defense and obviously punch. So, yeah, good one for him. Let's move on up the card to our main event of the evening. Thiago Santos versus Jamahal Hill. This fight was actually pretty good for a Thiago Santos fight. Well, pretty good main event. Thiago Santos fights have been relatively slow recently, so this was pretty good. First round, I believe I would give it to Thiago Santos. I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Okay, so he just dealt more damage in that first round. Second round, Thiago's. Ooh, I can't remember who I gave that second round to. I think I would. Okay, so I think the second round they were throwing pretty early in the fight, or early in the round. Hill was connecting quite a bit. I think I gave Hill that second round. It was either second or third round, but it was 2-1 in the third round. Third round, I think Hill got taken down quite a bit. It was the third round, I believe. He got taken down quite a bit and was getting punched. Yeah. Had a rear naked. Maybe you could argue Hill did some more damage in that round. But yeah, fourth round. Thiago Santos tried to take him down again. Couldn't do it. And Hill just caught him. He might have not tried to take him. I don't know. This fight was a mess. Probably not good that I don't remember it. But fourth round, they start slugging it out. Have a pretty dirty fight. It's not like, I mean, these guys were all cardioed out. Like, their cardio isn't great, but yeah, they're slugging it out, kind of like swinging punches and throwing. That was how it was after the first round. It was a pretty interesting fight. But yeah, Hill eventually catches them. Santos did like a weird thing where he just kind of like went to the cage and like covered his face. And then Hill caught him, and then he just like fell backwards, and Hill just started grounding and pounding him and won the fight. But yeah, good one for Hill. I think he should get in a little bit better shape, but I mean, I guess he was fine in this fight. But when you get up higher and you're going through those fights, you need to have a little bit better cardio. But yeah, good win for him. Santos is no joke anymore, I guess. I don't think he was a joke in the first place, but I think he did have a higher output this fight than normal. He wasn't just staying back, like kicking and punching. He had a very entertaining fight. Good for him. Hopefully he can keep up those kind of fights, moving up and down the rankings. Yeah, but good for Jamahal Hill. I did pick him to win, so I did go 7-3 on this card. But yeah, good one for him. Had 100% finish rate on this card, so it was very entertaining until you got to the ads on the prelims. Ads on the main card wasn't as bad because they're like 30-40 seconds, but the prelims, it was like 10 minutes, and we went to the panel where Dean Thomas was, and it was not fun. So yeah, good card. But yeah, next week we have Dominic Cruz versus Marlon Cheeto Vera. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.